Hello everybody. Hello everybody, and I hope that this video will reach as many parents as possible. uh this lady calls me this morning at 6 in the morning. It's like she couldn't wait for me to wake up. It's a Saturday, and she's insisting that we talk on video. So I texted. I told her, I don't like video calls. Please, why don't you just text me? She's like, Auntie, there's something I really need to show you. Okay, so this lady, let us call her Jen. Okay, she is 46 years old. Jen is a mother of two kids, a daughter that is 17 in high school and a young boy that is 12 years old. So on Tuesday, schools were supposed to break. Students were supposed to go home for their holiday, isn't it? But on Monday, she's like, okay, let me send the class teacher bus fares for my daughter, because some teachers actually do that. And then I would also like to talk to my daughter. She tells the class teacher, kindly, can I please talk to my daughter because I'm not in town? I don't want her to get home, not find me, and then worry. Okay, so I would just like to explain to her that I'm not home. So the conversation is, oh, darling, I'm fine. I'm not in Nairobi. I've gone to another town to work. I will be back on Friday evening, but I have left enough food in the house. I have your auntie will take control of everything. Auntie in this matter is the house manager, isn't it? And please take care of your brother. I'll see you people on Friday. Ciao, ciao, ciao. So then, Tuesday, schools close. Wednesday, the day is just fine. On Thursday morning, she wakes up to a very disturbing video. Okay, so this is what I saw in the video, because the reason why she really wanted me on video call is so that she would show me those videos and some photos. This is what happens. According to the young man, the son that is 12 years old, this is the narration that he gives. At around midnight, on Wednesday night, he had chantings, and humming, the repetitive words just going on, and they were literally in the compound. So he wakes up, he sleeps upstairs, he peeps through the window, and he sees the sister and 5 other girls downstairs. Okay, so he rushes downstairs to actually go and talk to the house manager because he panicked. I'll tell you why he panicked. So then he goes downstairs to wake up the house manager. Most house managers actually in this kind of homes, they sleep downstairs. The house girl is, okay, what are you saying? Please come and see. So they go to the dining room, which is right behind the backyard. All these activities happening in the backyard. It's these homes that actually have a perimeter wall around them. So in the backyard, as they peep through the curtain in the dining room, they see 6 girls. High school girls they can identify, her friends, her high school classmates, high school friends, and one girl from the neighborhood goes to a different school, but from the same neighborhood, in a coven of witches. I call that a coven of witches because let me tell you, so according to the video, there was short videos actually that the house girl managed to take. In those videos, the girls are wearing red, and the red gowns running all the way down. Okay, and then these gowns have hoods, you understand, that cover their heads like that. And then they were wearing silver crosses that had crucifixes. The way the crucifix is supposed to be this way, where the hands of Jesus are supposed to have rested. It's supposed to be facing up like this. In these crucifixes, they are facing downwards. Okay. And then, of course, now that video went, and then there was another small video also. I think 1-minute video. So the girls were stretching out their hands, lifting up their hands, and doing chants. Stretching out their hands, lifting up their hands, and doing chants. And then there was a video where they were passing an egg. Just one egg. And then, before they could start any ritual, they were calling out, I had to write that down, Principe del Mare. I'm even getting cold just saying that, because that was very cold. I think it's just very wicked. Eh? So Principe del Mare is Italian for Prince of the Sea. So they would go like Principe del Mare, oh God forgive us. And then, of course, now they would go into a certain recitation, bring down their hands and pass this egg on to another person. There's another video also where they are wearing a ring, where there's a ring they wear this ring, then they pass it on. I think it's because it's just one thing. I think it's because they're in school and these rings are not allowed. But there's a ring, you would see them wear it, kneel down, call upon this principle from the sea. I don't know, these spirits from the sea. They recite stuff in Italian, then it is passed on. I told this lady, my sweetheart, your daughter is in a coven of witches. A coven of witches is basically a group of witches that actually meet when the moon is out, Or I mean, when there's a crisis, you know, those meetings. So then I ask her, where's this coming from? How comes your daughter is getting into witchcraft? Because she was like, yeah, she has shown that video to a pastor because she arrived yesterday evening and she had to go and see the pastor in her church. And the pastor actually told her that this is witchcraft. Okay, even if you saw that video, you would actually agree with us that it is witchcraft. Okay, and then the lady's like, you know, from the time my daughter joined high school at Form 2 when she just turned 16, and I thought it is mood swings, and I thought it is hormones, and I thought it is these headaches that actually teenagers give their parents, but no, I didn't know my daughter was joining a coven. So between Thursday and yesterday night, Friday night, she was actually able to go through so much in her mind. And then I asked her, any signs? Did you see any signs? She tells me, Auntie, I've sat with myself and I've come to realize that my daughter has been a witch for a long period of time, since she went to high school. Number one thing she talks about, and this is what she really wanted me to share this information with parents. Number one is crystals. The daughter started bringing home certain kind of crystals. They are in a bowl in her bedroom. And then at night she would light candles like that. And then when the mother walked in the bedroom, she'd be like, but Mom, I'm studying. You know, she'll be looking into a book, but she's like, Mom, I'm studying. You never know. And then, you know, you just close the door. You go, the light is off, but the candles are on. And then I tell her, Mom, you don't know that candles bring a lot of peace. Oh, they change the atmosphere. Oh, the aura is fine. You're trying to destroy it. You know the way teenagers will be arguing with you, and because you're a work mother, you're like, okay, you don't want, you're a friend. Instead of parenting, you decide to be a friend, and then you just pass that. Number two, she says the daughter changed her diet. She stopped eating liver, and then she stopped taking milk. I don't know. According to her, that is a sign, according to the mother. Then she also talks about she had a miscarriage last year, November, because immediately schools closed. She had a miscarriage because she's been trying to have another child. Her last born is 12 years old. So she's been trying to have a child. She gets this one pregnancy, and then it just goes like that. And then she also talks about the daughter stopped going to church. The issue of diet, which I've mentioned, nightmares. They've been having nightmares in that house. Okay, now, you know, she went on, she watched my videos again, and then now she's been coming with these things. You know, where there is a witch, there cannot be peace. Where there is a witch, they tend to steal the energies. You understand? Everything nice that is coming to you in the form of a blessing, they will destroy it. She talks about, then she told me, Auntie, maybe I'm just being paranoid, but you see, this is witchcraft. My daughter is in a coven of witches, okay. And then she talks about caterpillars, a lot of caterpillars in her compound, especially around the tank. And you know very well that we've talked about snakes, we've talked about cockroaches, and things like snails. And a caterpillar is a spirit of devouring. It is a devouring spirit, comes to destroy. And she actually, she affirms the fact that she lost a lot of her money in a circle. There was there was a circle that was in the news. You remember? She says she lost a lot of her money in that circle, and the matter is still in court. And then she also talked about the niece. Her niece, once her niece was having a wedding, was preparing for a wedding. So once the bride price was paid, as the auntie, the niece came to stay in her place so that she could arrange that wedding. It was just a few months to the wedding, but the wedding just died. She says everybody got shocked how the lady just lost interest in the wedding couple. She was madly in love with this guy, but the wedding just died, just like that. Everything just stopped. The plans, the arrangements, everything just died. They have never wedded up until now, and they're not even together. The niece and this guy separated. Then she also mentioned something. Oh, anger. Oh, she says the daughter is always angry, the kind of anger that will shock you. So she says there was a day the daughter literally took a knife and wanted to stab the brother just because the brother was trying to peruse through her phone. The anger, you know, this sibling thing that goes on, and then it goes to that extent of somebody just, you know, carrying a knife or no. She says the daughter is so angry nowadays, you can't correct her, you can't teach her, you can't ask her anything. So she, that spirit of witchcraft is basically in her. And then she talks about parents kindly beware of sleepovers. Sleepovers is where everything is just going to die. Sleepovers is where young boys are being introduced to masturbation. Young boys are being introduced to anal sex. Sleepovers is where witchcraft. You see these kind of things. They're happening because she says the daughter is always going for a sleepover, and she knows those daughters. She knows those girls in that video that they are. I'm sweating. You know this story. I'm even itching. I'm telling you, it's crazy. She says that the daughter's been having so many sleepovers. So right now, she really doesn't know how to control her. That is why she called me. She had an appointment with the pastor today at 2. I hope she attended that appointment. And the pastor shed some light on the matter. And they're going to find a way of actually talking to the girl, because we're living with a witch under your roof, a witch that is literally your daughter. And she says this problem is in her husband's side of the family. There is a lot of witchcraft from her husband's side. And always remember that the devil's mission is to subdue every generation. Bloodlines. It's about owning bloodlines. It's about weakening bloodlines. It's about manifesting in every bloodline with the devil. You understand? So this generation, if there are witches in the past generation, he will want to make sure that there's another one to represent him in the next generation, and so on and so forth. So parents, please pay attention. She asked me to share this video with you, share this information with you. Please stay woke, pray. Then I told her, pray a lot of Psalms 51 at midnight and a lot of Psalms 25. Psalms 25 has the power to actually separate you with this kind of energies and this kind of activities. I don't know. And then, of course, read the Bible in your house every day. The word of God is power. It is a sword. It is, oh my God, I cannot even begin to tell you what the word of God will do to you. The word of God on its own has the power to dismantle this kind of altars. You do that every day, and then make sure that there's a lot of prayer and read the word of, oh my goodness. Parents, please, please. This thing of staying woke, how you're a modern parent, be very observant. Times are changing, sweethearts. Times are changing. Thank you so much.